Hey guys, if you're bloated and stopped up, you want to look into senna. It's an herb that's known to stimulate your intestines. It's a laxative. It stimulates the muscles that line your gut, helping them to move that poo along your bowel. So when will you feel better? Senna takes about 6 to 8 hours to work. You will feel a difference.
Trouble sleeping, and even more trouble in the bathroom? They never told you. The real reason. You're up all night and back and forth to the bathroom. If you're over 50 and struggling to sleep through the night and start your morning without that sluggish, bloated feeling, you're not alone, and you're not out of options. Thousands of seniors are finally finding relief with a simple, soothing tea made from just 3 powerful herbs. 1 cup before bed is helping people drift into deeper sleep, wake up lighter, and finally go with ease in the morning without the harsh laxatives or restless tossing. Tossing and turning? Gone. Bathroom runs at 3 a.m.? Not anymore. Just steep, sip, and feel the difference by sunrise. Don't let poor sleep and digestive drama steal another day of your life. This isn't just tea. It's a gentle gut and sleep reset in a cup. By the way, where are you watching from? I'd love to see how far this message spreads. Drop your city or country name in the comment section below. Now, this special 3-herb tea isn't just soothing. It's a gentle, natural way to reset your gut and your energy. Let's break it down. Number 1, the tea trio that works while you sleep. You won't believe this, but there's a tea that makes your body do 3 different things while you sleep. No alarms, no harsh meds, just a simple cup before bed. And by morning, your body feels lighter, calmer, and cleansed. So what's really happening here? First, it targets the thing most people ignore, your overworked gut. When your stomach is bloated or your bowels are sluggish, your sleep takes a hit. You toss, you turn, and nothing really rests. But what if something could gently take care of all that without waking you up? That's exactly what this tea was made to do. But what's in it that makes it so effective? Let's start with the powerhouse, senna leaf. This herb doesn't mess around. It supports your body's natural need to go in the morning. Not a chemical push, but a herbal nudge. In fact, a 2020 review in phytotherapy research found that when used right, it helps ease constipation and improve bowel regularity in older adults. Sounds perfect, but here's the twist. The dose is everything. If you take too little of it, nothing happens. And if it's too much, it can cause cramping. So what's the right balance? That's where the next secret kicks in, chamomile. You think you know it, but not like this. While senna works behind the scenes, chamomile calms your nervous system like flipping a switch. Your brain slows down, your muscles relax, and your body gets the message. It's time to rest. But if it's that relaxing, won't it make you too sleepy to digest food properly? That's where the third piece completes the puzzle. Fennel seed. While the rest of you rests, fennel fights gas, bloating, and tension in your gut. It's the quiet worker no one notices until you wake up feeling lighter. So, 3 herbs, 1 cup, that's the mantra. Let's start with the main herb, now that gets things moving, and why the dose really matters. Number 2, senna. Gentle push, not harsh laxative. A tiny leaf can make your gut move like clockwork, or leave you doubled over in pain. That's the thing about senna. It looks harmless, green, dry, nothing fancy, but take too much and it grips your stomach like a fist. In small amounts, it does something magical. It just gives a gentle nudge that cleans your body, softens stool, and keeps you energized.
So here's what taking laxatives like senna can do to the look of your colon. This is how your colon should normally look like. Senna can make it look more like snake skin or like a leopard. We don't think that there's any sort of long-term effects of this, other than scaring your gastroenterologist during your colonoscopy. But it is important that it's investigated and biopsied to make sure that there's nothing hidden in that area. And this can typically reverse after stopping the laxatives for a few months.
So how does it do all these single-handedly? Well, when you take just 300 to 500 milligrams of senna extract, senna starts working overnight. Quietly. It slips into your system and sends signals to your colon, making it contract just enough to get things moving. No cramps, no bathroom emergencies. It's like a whisper to your gut. Scientists at the World Journal of Gastroenterology studied this, and they agree that it's great for short-term use. But there's a catch. Why do they warn us not to use it every day? Because your gut's lazy side might kick in. The more you use senna, the more your body starts depending on it. And once that happens, natural movement slows down. That's why experts say use it no more than 3 or 4 nights a week. Keep it as a reset, not a routine. But that leaves one big question. If senna helps you clear your gut, what helps you rest while it heals? Turns out there's a herb for that too. It doesn't just help you sleep, it works on your digestion while you're sleeping. Number 3, chamomile, deep sleep and digestive. Calm.
If you're having anxiety, difficulty sleeping, get some chamomile tea. The antioxidant in this, called the pigeonin, binds to the receptors of the brain, making you feel instantaneously relaxed. Try it. You will love it.
Many of you might have heard of chamomile tea, maybe even tasted it already. But many of you never knew that this flower can literally tell your gut to calm down and take care of your digestion. But stick with me, because this isn't just some bedtime tea hype. It starts in your belly. Ever felt like your stomach's in knots at night? Like you're lying there, tense, bloated, maybe a little anxious. And no matter how tired you are, sleep just won't come. That's where this tiny daisy-like herb walks in and flips the script. It's chamomile. Not just a stress soother, it actually relaxes the muscles in your intestines.
If you really want that relaxation so you can get to sleep and fall asleep, as well as waking up nice and refreshed, chamomile tea taken about 45 minutes before you go to bed will allow enough time for these chemicals to metabolize in your brain, the neurotransmitters as well as the hormones that change. This will give you that sedative effect and you'll wake up feeling refreshed, so your body will love you.
Yes, your gut's literal muscle tissue unwinds. And when that tension eases, your whole system follows. This is not just me saying. Rather, a study in molecular medicine reports found that chamomile helped older adults sleep better. It didn't knock them out. It nudged their body into rest mode gently. So less anxiety, fewer stomach cramps, and a smooth path to sleep. That's what chamomile tea does for you. But here's the kicker. Chamomile isn't even the strongest herb in the blend. There's something else in that cup, something that works quietly behind the scenes. You don't see it, you don't taste it, but by morning, no bloating, no weird stomach pain, no cramps. Yes, this final herb is the unsung hero that ensures you wake up feeling better than ever. Number 4, fennel seed, gas relief and gut reset. Imagine your stomach's been bloated for hours, and no matter what you try, nothing seems to give you relief. What if the solution wasn't some high-tech pill, but a simple seed? A seed that works overnight, smoothing out digestion while you're fast asleep.
So your stomach's not doing too well, you have gas, bloating, you're constipated, you got cramping, you're just not working right. Fennel seeds have flavonoids as well as amazing anti-inflammatory properties. I take a nice little bit of fennel seeds in my hand like this, put it in my mouth, just start chewing on them, let it sit in your mouth. The volatile oils make its way into our system, and it gets to work in the GI tract. So if you have GI problems, get it ruled out first by a doctor. Otherwise, you might want to try some fennel seeds. They're safe, they're healthy, a great anti-inflammatory, and your body will love you.
So, what's this miracle seed, and how does it work? It's fennel. That small, humble seed might just be the thing your gut needs to settle down. When steeped in hot water, fennel relaxes the muscles in your digestive tract, letting food and gas move through easily. It doesn't just settle things for the moment, it helps your body reset overnight. By morning, you're feeling lighter, less bloated, and your bowel movements are smoother. But here's the twist. How do we know this actually works?
If you eat fennel seeds every day for 2 weeks, this is what will happen to your body. I'm a gastroenterologist. Fennel seeds are well known for promoting healthy digestion and alleviating constipation. The fiber in fennel seeds aids in bowel movement regularity, and fennel seeds essential oils like anethole act as natural antispasmodics, reducing bloating and discomfort. Fennel seeds are rich in antioxidants, including flavonoids like quercetin, which can help reduce inflammation in the body. I like to chew a teaspoon of fennel seeds after every meal. Sometimes I make fennel tea by steeping the seed in hot water.
A study published in BMC Complementary Medicine tested fennel on seniors who had chronic bloating and digestion issues, and the results were clear. Fennel significantly reduced bloating and improved digestion. It wasn't just a placebo effect. This tiny seed was actually making a difference. But if it's this effective, why isn't everyone using it? The problem is, most people don't know how to make fennel tea properly. Timing, water temperature, and the amount you use. Get these wrong, and you won't see the results. So, what's the right way to make fennel tea at home to make sure you get all the benefits? Because trust me, it's not as complicated as you think, but it all comes down to one important detail. Number 5, how to make the tea safely and effectively. Now, after knowing all these, you might think it's just a relaxing drink, but this tea is a carefully crafted blend that works its magic quietly, without any dramatic claims. What's in this mysterious brew? 3 ingredients: senna leaf, chamomile flowers, and fennel seeds. The senna leaf is your body's gentle helper, tackling digestion issues without any harsh side effects. Chamomile flowers, known for their calming properties, go beyond just making you feel relaxed. They prepare your body for rest. And fennel seeds? They're a little-known digestive aid that eases bloating and gives your stomach the relief it craves. Together, these herbs create a powerhouse of natural relief. So, take a 1/4 teaspoon of senna leaf, or use 1 tea bag with 300 to 500 milligrams of senna. Add 1/2 teaspoon of chamomile flowers and 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seeds. Then, pour 1.5 cups of boiling water over the mixture and let it steep before drinking. But how do these ingredients actually work together to create such powerful results? It's not just about adding them to boiling water and hoping for the best. The real magic happens when you let them steep for 10 to 12 minutes. That's when the herbs infuse and release their benefits. Timing matters too. You don't want to drink it right away. Sip it about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, and let the tea do its work while you wind down. But how do you know it's actually working? Here's what to expect after just a few nights. Number 6, what people feel after 3 to 4 nights. This simple tea could make you feel 5 pounds lighter, not in weight, but in how your stomach feels, how you sleep, and how much energy you have. It sounds too good to be true, but for many seniors, that's exactly what's happening after just a few nights of using this tea combo. So, how does it work? What's the secret behind this sudden shift in energy and comfort? In just 3 to 4 nights, seniors are reporting a major change. Their mornings are starting off easier, with smoother and more complete bowel movements. No more feeling sluggish or uncomfortable. But that's not all. At night, gas and bloating start to disappear, leaving them with a peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. So, what's causing this transformation? It all comes down to a blend of herbs that target digestion, relieve bloating, and promote better sleep. But that's only part of the story. The real question is, can this tea be trusted by everyone? You might be wondering if it's completely safe, or if there are any risks. The answer might surprise you, because there are a few people who should steer clear or limit their use of this tea. Want to know who? Let's dive deeper into who should avoid it and why. Stay with me, because what comes next might make you think twice before you use this. Number 7, who should not use this tea daily? You might be shocked to hear this, but this tea, though gentle, isn't something you should use every day. I know that many of you believe in a concept that, after all, it's natural. So how could something like that possibly be harmful? Well, that's a myth. Just because it's natural, that doesn't mean it's for everyone.
In terms of being very careful when you use herbs for medicinal purposes, even though we often think of chamomile tea as something that's very calming and very good for sleep, you want to keep in mind that if you have any allergies that are related to things like hay fever, that chamomile and some of these other herbs that are all in the same family can cause people who are subject to hay fever to have an allergic reaction. So definitely do your research, read up on these herbs, and then decide what's appropriate for you to grow in your garden. You certainly don't want to grow a lot of things that are going to give you hay fever.
Some people should stay far away from it, especially if you're taking cardiac or heart medications. What's the reason? The tea can mess with how your meds work, and that's a problem you don't want. But that's just the start. Now, let's talk about a condition that affects millions: inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD. If you've got chronic bowel issues, this tea might actually make things worse. It's designed for gentle cleansing, but for someone with IBD, even gentle can be too much. So if you're in that boat, you'll want to steer clear. And most importantly, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, this tea could affect you too. But why, you ask? Well, it could impact your body's natural balance during such sensitive times. But that's not all. There's a little known fact. If you already have loose stools or diarrhea, this tea could push things over the edge. So what's the safe way to use this tea? It's simple, only 2 to 3 nights a week, and then take breaks. It's not meant for long-term use, and if you're thinking about using it more often, think again. Overdoing it can cause issues. The bottom line, the tea works best when used in moderation. Remember what the famous physician Dr. Barbara O'Neill said: nature works best when you work with it, not when you overuse it. So now the question is, how much moderation is too much? And if you don't get that balance right, could it cause problems you weren't expecting? Number 8, final takeaway, why this tea works. You won't believe what this tea does for you overnight. It's not just a simple drink. It could actually change the way you sleep, digest, and wake up the next morning. Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, because it's all about what's inside. What makes it so effective? Well, there's a key ingredient, senna, that works quietly in the background, clearing out the waste from your system. But how does it actually make a difference? Imagine waking up without that heavy, bloated feeling, like your body was just holding on to everything for no reason. Senna takes care of that, but it doesn't stop there. Then there's chamomile. You'd think it's just for sleep, right? But here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't just help you fall asleep. It calms your whole system, easing the mind and making sure you're not waking up throughout the night. Still, why does that matter? The key lies in how a restful sleep is connected to your body's ability to heal itself. A solid night's rest is the first step in waking up feeling like you actually got the rest you needed. But hold on, fennel's got something even more impressive. You think it's just another herb? Think again. Fennel prevents gas and discomfort, allowing your body to truly settle. Without that pesky bloating, your body can finally relax. And guess what? You'll sleep through the night like you never thought possible. This combination works because it's not just tackling one issue at a time. It's helping your body heal from multiple angles. But here's the real kicker. If this tea does all of this, what else could your body be capable of if it's truly given what it needs to heal naturally? Thanks for watching. Would you try this tea combo before bed to help with sleep and digestion? What's your go-to remedy for better sleep or digestion? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want deeper sleep and better digestion, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly tips on senior wellness and energy. And if you know someone struggling with sleep or constipation, share this video with them. See you next time.